What if everything you've been told about money since childhood was incomplete? Think about it. From the day you entered school, you were taught one simple formula. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard, save money, and one day you'll become financially secure. Millions of people dedicate decades of their lives to this formula. Yet many of them still struggle with money, not because they're lazy, not because they're unintelligent, but because they were taught how to earn money, never how to build wealth. These are not the same thing. Imagine two people. The first earns $50,000 every year. The second earns exactly the same amount. After 10 years, one is financially free. The other is drowning in debt. What changed? It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was how they understood money. Here's the biggest lie. Working harder does not automatically make you richer. If that were true, construction workers, farmers, nurses, and factory workers would be among the richest people in the world. But many aren't, because wealth isn't measured by how hard you work. It's measured by how intelligently your money works for you. Money is a tool, and like every tool, it rewards those who understand how to use it. Most people spend their lives trading time for money. Rich people spend their lives buying back their time. That single difference changes everything. Here's something that sounds strange. The amount of money you earn is not what determines your wealth. Think about celebrities who earned millions and still went bankrupt. Think about lottery winners who lost everything within a few years. Money doesn't create wealth. Habits do. Imagine pouring water into a bucket full of holes. No matter how much water you add, the bucket never fills. For many people, money works exactly the same way. Every raise leads to bigger expenses. A better phone, a bigger house, a more expensive car. Not because they need them, but because they believe looking wealthy is the same as being wealthy. It isn't. Rich people understand something most people never learn. There are two ways to become wealthier: earn more or keep more. Most people focus only on the first. The wealthy focus on both. Every dollar has a job. It can either disappear forever or return with friends. That's the difference between spending and investing. Money is like a tiny employee. If you spend it carelessly, it leaves forever. If you invest it wisely, it keeps working while you sleep. The wealthiest people in history didn't simply work harder. They built systems that continued producing value, even when they weren't working. That's why time is more valuable than money. You can always earn more money. You can never earn more time. Here's the truth that almost nobody teaches. Money is never the real goal. Freedom is. Think about it. When people say, "I want to be rich," what they're really saying is, "I want choices." They want the freedom to wake up without worrying about bills, the freedom to spend time with their family, the freedom to travel, the freedom to say no to a job they hate. Money is simply the tool. Freedom is the destination. Yet most people spend their entire lives chasing money instead of building freedom. The wealthiest people don't ask, "How can I make more money?" They ask, "How can I create something that keeps producing value?" That's the difference. One mindset chases income. The other builds assets. And assets quietly change lives. A single investment, a business, a valuable skill, a book, an idea. Something that continues creating value long after the work is finished. This is why knowledge is the greatest investment you'll ever make. Nobody can steal it. Nobody can tax it away. Nobody can take it from your mind. The richest people in history invested in one thing before anything else: themselves. Because every new skill, every new lesson, every new perspective changes the way you see opportunities. And once your mind changes, your life begins to change with it. So remember this: the biggest lie about money isn't that you need more of it. It's that money alone will make you wealthy. Real wealth begins the moment you stop selling every hour of your life and start building something that works, even when you don't. Because in the end, the goal was never money. The goal was freedom,